everybody. Welcome to the January 24th.
I didn't believe you when you said good morning.
California. Welcome to the January 24th Disney Morning News Update with myself, Doobie Mosley, co-founder of Laughing Place, and my partner, Kyle Burbank, managing editor of Laughing Place. How you doing this morning, Kyle?
I'm doing well. How about you? Oh, I know how you're doing, so never mind.
How's life out there in the breadbasket of America?
Well, we're expecting up to a foot of snow, so that's fun.
We are not. We have been dry for like 3 straight days and no rain on the horizon. So yeah.
I don't know what's with the traffic. You guys forgot how to drive and not rain.
And it's like you get to the place where, okay, this is why the traffic is here. And you see some debris on the ground, but nothing major. And it's been clear for like the past half hour. And yet the traffic is still backed up to it. And it's irritating, but that's okay. Summer is coming. No kids in summer. Half the traffic goes away. Life gets much easier. We start each show with the stock report. And that's what we're doing today. Kyle. Whoa, 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 whoa. All right, Kyle, the S&P is up. Nah, the S&P is flat today. How's Disney doing?
It's down by 0. I'll say it is down slightly.
Wrong. It is up almost almost 0.5%. But more importantly, look at that, 106. I mean,
106 in parks.
This is a company that was hovering in the high 80s just like 2-3 weeks ago, and now it's 106. If you would bet $1 million. Okay.
We need a Doobie calculator, so you could just like plug in numbers. And you could be like, "Oh, you could have purchased X."
I should do that. I should. Day trading's in my future. This is just a side gig until I'm ready. I make enough money to start my day trading and to the moon.
We need Tony to draw an original character called Doobie Day Trader.
I have a feeling GameStop is the future. GameStop is going to the moon. GameStop and Dogecoin are the two things I'm taking to the moon. All right, and the next thing we do after the stock price when we don't have extremely breaking news is take it away.
Yeah, so before we get to the Disney parks, if you're on the Gulf Coast, be weather aware today. There is a chance of tornadoes and high winds and hail, all the modes of severe weather this afternoon and into the evening. And then if you're north of that, like I am, probably snow chances. So, just a great system moving across America today. But over on the coast, it's a little bit nicer. In Anaheim, they are having a sunny day with highs in the upper 60s and a green light on the Golden Zephyr wind index. In Orlando, mid-70s with about 50% humidity. Castaway Cay is currently 78 degrees, and that'll dip by a few degrees as we head into the evening. But the 90% humidity will keep it feeling a bit warmer as that happens. In Paris, they are having a cloudy evening and sitting right in the mid-30s for the rest of the night. Tokyo will get a cold start to their day tomorrow. As the park opens, it'll be below freezing. And it won't get much higher, but they will stay in the mid-30s. But the breeze will make it feel a bit cooler tomorrow. Shanghai, also sub-freezing to mid-30s during the day, but with lighter winds to contend with. And finally, Hong Kong will spend the day in the 50s. And oddly, it will only get warmer as the day goes on. It'll reach a high of 59 degrees at 11 p.m.
Wait, the high is at 11 p.m. when the sun is in the ground?
Yeah.
How is this possible? Does Hong Kong things work differently out there? I know you've been there.
Well, I will say I once got off a plane and went outside at midnight thinking it would be cool, and it was just the most humid and muggy thing I've ever experienced, and that includes the airport pickup thing at MCO. So yeah, but no, I think it's probably a warming thing's coming in, and so tomorrow will probably be warmer. It just so happens that the high.
Oh, okay. So it's not that the sun goes down; it's that it just so happens it's getting warmer as the sun goes down, and then when the sun comes back up the next day.
It's not the Uncle Cracker condition.
Do you know my Uncle Cracker? I was not aware of that.
I assume it's on Rebecca's side.
In the penalty box, Tony. Let's bring on Tony Betty to.
Oh, hi. Sorry, I'm looking at an email and I hear you guys behind it. Good penalty
Tony,
box use, though.
For future reference, Tony will make sure he turns on a light before he goes live with us here, so we don't just get Tony.
No, hold on. It's just funneling, and I was reading an email.
Do we need to invest in a ring light for Tony?
Yes.
Okay, I'll get one sent to you. Give me your address, and I'll have Amazon take
You
care
have it.
Give me your address. I don't make me go search because you're on a lot now, and I need to get you a ring light. I know how good you look, and it's sad for me to see you come across this way on the show.
Oh.
All right, so Tony was around for the Oscar nominations this morning. I am going to let Tony and Kyle talk about that. I'm actually going to disappear for a moment and let the experts handle it.
Yeah, the Oscar nominations came out.
So, yeah, Tony, tell us about. Did we get any good nominations?
Well, it's the year of the Banshees. I'll say that much because you got a plenty of Avatar: Way of Water coverage, and the Banshees of which I always said wrong. Apparently, Inisherin. I just said Insherin, almost like the diabetic medication you need.
Yeah, it does sound like that. Or like like the shakes, the boost shakes.
Yeah. But yeah, so those are the ones. Oh, and Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. That one. Those are the top three for Disney, I would say.
Cool, but Black Panther did not get a Best Picture nomination, right?
I don't believe so. Or did it?
Oh my goodness, we're here to have Tony as the expert on this, and he has no answers. Avatar: Way of Water got a Best Picture nomination, as did the Banshees.
Yeah. I was like, I remember there being two.
But no, Black Panther did not get a Best Picture nomination. Also getting a Best Picture nomination is Maverick, Top Gun Part 2.
Top Gun Maverick, not Maverick, Top Gun.
And our own Mike Celestino, who is a film major and makes a point to see every Oscar movie, is now lamenting the fact he needs to see Maverick. It is to his benefit. Did you guys both see Maverick?
No.
You guys are a couple of losers. Maverick was easily.
How would you describe that movie?
Help me out, Kyle.
Well, like if you had like a 2-word phrase to describe the type of movie that Top Gun is.
I know I'm missing the obvious here.
Which by your inherent description would leave it not qualified to be a Oscar-nominated film.
Honestly, Maverick's not a popcorn movie. It's too deep for that. Val Kilmer's in it.
How is it so deep if it's in the sky with all the fighter jets?
So Maverick, Avatar: The Way of Water, though, got a nomination. Now, have either of you two seen Avatar: The Way of Water?
No.
Man, this is a great show.
Why don't you? I've seen Black Panther. I've seen Turning Red. I've seen at least a couple of them.
Okay, well, I want to talk about the Best Picture because that's the big one. And Avatar, not deserving. I think it.
Benji and I talked about this on the stream we did earlier. It's controversial. I know right now. I say go back to when there was only 5 of them and see what would be nominated, because you could immediately look at that list of 10 and say at least 5 of these don't even stand a chance.
I like the 10, and I like that allows for more mainstream movies, and I like that Avatar is under consideration. Maverick absolutely deserves a nomination. I don't see Jurassic World Dominion on here. I think that's kind of...
No, you're looking for the list of the Razzies.
It is actually a Razzie nomination.
Yeah.
But you know what? Avatar deserved it because it did really well. It really, in an industry that needs theatrical brought back, I think Avatar goes.
Well, I think it's funny that you say it's good to see mainstream movies. If you look at that full list available on the front page of laughingplace.com, most of the stuff this year is mainstream, or what would be considered mainstream.
I guess it depends how you define mainstream. Half of these movies I only heard of because I've listened to other podcast top 10 lists. But,
for Oscar stuff or just in general?
In general, but there are people that like the highbrow stuff, like Tar, Triangle of Sadness, Woman Talking. I've not heard of these movies other than last week I was listening to the Slash Filmcast and they were talking about how great they are. I don't think they're that mainstream. I don't see Jurassic World Dominion on this list.
because it's on the Razzie list.
Also surprising,
that list is also good movies.
You know what is surprising me that's not on here, considering they have expanded it, and they even kind of make a point, I think, in the past of having some sort of a darker, scary movie on here. I'm surprised Nope didn't make the list. I would not have surprised me to see Nope.
Which Pinocchio?
Nope.
Nope. I'm sorry. I heard Nope. Pinocchio.
Nope.
One track brain here. Sorry.
Yeah. So anyway, but Avatar: The Way of Water and the Banshees Inisherin. Is that how you guys pronounce it? Inisherin are the Disney movies that made Best Picture. In a leading role, Colin Farrell for the Banshees of Inisherin. Supporting actor in a supporting role, Brendan Gleeson and Barry Keoghan, both from the Banshees of Inisherin. So do you think they're going to split the vote and open it up for Judd Hirsch and the Fabelmans to get an Oscar?
I think Brendan Gleeson's probably still. I think if people were going to vote for either person, I haven't seen the movie, but I would just imagine like that's the one that people know is in the movie.
Judd Hirsch had his chance in Independence Day.
Did he ever win? He probably won Emmys for Taxi, didn't he?
He's also currently on ABC's The Goldbergs.
Is he? Oh, I didn't know that. Actress in a supporting role, Angela Bassett from Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, and she won the Golden Globe for that, so hopefully. And now we're getting to Tony's territory.
Yep.
Animated feature film, Turning Red, the only Disney nominee. What do you think of this list, Tony?
I think it should be a wake-up call for Walt Disney Studio animation divisions, whether it be Pixar or Walt Disney Animation Studios. But yeah. And I'm just realizing I messed up on something there. But yes, I'm excited. I honestly, as much as I want Turning Red to win, I'm not sure.
Now, have you seen all these movies? Most of them?
I've seen at least the trailer for all of them.
Do you think Lightyear and or Strange World deserve to be in the top 5? No. Do you even think Turning Red deserved to be?
Yes.
Okay. So
I think this might be controversial. Also, I think Strange World would have had a better chance than Lightyear would have. But yeah,
from hearing you talk, you've convinced me Strange World is a good movie, and I need to put it higher on my list of movies I'll never see. But in a year when Disney released 3 films, 2 Pixar and a Walt Disney Animation Studios film, it probably is a bit of a disappointment to only get 1 nomination.
And that's why we go back to, I think it was the Comcast CEO who said, Disney better get their act together because here we come, that kind of stuff. Just looking at it again.
But the competition's so much higher because this isn't just like Fox. They own Fox now. This isn't just like DreamWorks movies. This goes to
these are
more or less
studios who get like distribution through like Netflix. Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, I think, was just completely like an independent one. Guillermo del Toro's Pinocchio is on Netflix. Puss in Boots: The Last Wish is DreamWorks. But yeah, Sea Beast is another studio. Chris Williams, who's former Disney, doing that one.
I just realized that 2 Eternals are nominated in the Best Actor category.
I'm not sure who All in the Game is, but looking at his comments here, he should be the one sitting in on this discussion, I think. Cinematography, Empire of Light is Disney's nomination. Thank you for making them blue.
Pictures. Yes.
The blue makes it so much easier to find these. And not that big a year for Tony. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, which you didn't make blue, got a nomination for makeup.
It's probably blue in another spot because it's a link.
Oh, I know what
the
blue.
Bold
Blue
ones are the Disney ones. Yes,
it means dabba dee dabba da.
You would think I didn't write this system. Directing, The Banshees of Inisherin. Documentary, Fire of Love. Either one of you guys see Fire of Love?
Yeah,
I've heard good things about Fire of Love. It's about a couple, a 2 female couple, and they're studying volcanoes and ultimately leading to their death. It sounds really good. You can watch it. I know it's streaming right now. I'm not sure.
I know they also submitted the National Geographic documentary, The Flag Makers, but that didn't make it.
Oh, that's yeah. Fire of Love is streaming now on Disney Plus, and I do plan to check that one out. I love tragedy. Plus, look at that. Look at that feature. Look at that image. Dang, that's some CGI. I want to check this out. No, it's not CGI.
Fire of Love is not nominated for visual effects this year.
Documentary, film editing, The Banshees of Inisherin again, And makeup and hairstyling, Black Panther, Wakanda Forever.
What are your
Banshees of Inisherin. Let me finish. I'm almost done. Musical Store, The Banshees, music, Lift Me Up, but Wakanda Forever. Is there any chance Rihanna is not going to win that Oscar?
Well, you've got Lady Gaga in there too.
Yeah, Lady Gaga, she's pretty popular. So, David Byrne is nominated for This Is a Life, the Talking Heads guy.
You know it's not nominated, and this is the one I'm like the big snub on.
Yeah.
Billie Eilish, Phineas O'Connell for Nobody Like You from Disney Pixar's Turning Red. And we were talking about this every other year, it seems there's been at least one animated original song. Nothing this year.
That is surprising. And production design, Avatar, that seems like a no-brainer. All right, those are the big ones. So, here's another one. Writing, original screenplay, The Banshees. So The Banshees is Disney's prestige movie this year. Visual effects, Avatar, I think it's going to get that. And interestingly, the Batman, even though it's not a Disney movie, the visual effects were done by ILM. So it's in bold. Good job, Tony.
It's like the boss told him to do that specifically, probably.
Well, he said it was ILM. I took the hint. So
any further thoughts, Tony, Kyle?
I haven't seen like any of these movies except for for Turning Red and the other one that I said. So
Black Panther.
Black Panther. So,
reading the trades and the heavy traffic I was sitting in, the two snubs I saw people were noticing were The Woman King, I believe that's what it was called, and Nope.
That's what.
Yeah.
Oh my game.
And Nope not getting any nominations. I like Nope quite a bit. I did not see The Woman King.
Well, you know what the Academy said to that movie?
Not today.
Nope.
I know.
You got it.
That one I got.
Okay.
Popcorn movie I did not. By the way, All in the Gang, you're clearly a movie fan based on all your comments here. I have a question for you. If I say to you, what is a popcorn movie? Do you know what it is? Even if you can't type out the answer, do you know what it is, or do you need further clarification?
I'm waiting for it, and I will. I hope.
So those are the Academy Award nominations.
Just such a subjective term.
So Tony, because Billy and Phineas previously won for the Bond movie, do you think we could just edit that footage and make it seem like they won for Turning Red so we can make you happy?
Yeah. As long as I get that, really what I wanted it for was the live performance.
That's true. That's like when Lego Movie somehow missed out on animated feature, but the song got nominated. They just turned that into like a big celebration, and it was so fun. They had like Questlove playing drums for them. And
All in the Game is able to say straight off what a popcorn movie is. All in the Game is smarter than the entire staff of Laughing Place. I have a question for you, Tony. It said, you wrote this article, the 95th Academy Awards will air on ABC, hosted by Jimmy Kimmel, live on March 12th. Did you intentionally make that say Jimmy Kimmel Live?
I'm going to say yes, but no.
Oh, bummer. Well done. So that'll be on ABC March 12th. We'll certainly be covering it here at Laughing Place. I believe Tony is covering, we're doing a screening among LP staff, and Tony's going to be covering that red carpet as, Kyle and Becca and all the people walk in and they're Oscar best. So, anything else you want to say about Oscar nominations, Tony, before we let you go? How was the stream this morning? Was it fun? What was the vibe? I missed it. I was asleep.
It was. I think it was both. I think me and Benji both needed our coffee. Yeah.
Benji, for him, it was a little bit earlier too. So.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I'm like, no, he's
because it was. They were announced at 8:30 Eastern, 5:30 Pacific.
All right. So if you missed that one, it's on our YouTube. I think I'll repeat it later on in LPTV as well. If you're watching, Tony, thank you so much. We may have you on later, so get back to work. But
I'll hang around.
Attention. All right. All right, Kyle. How are you doing, Kyle?
I'm doing well.
Good. All right. So next up today, some stuff that happened while I was on the way. Where is it at? this happened today. This is so cool. It's like really happening after all these years.
It's a kind of a small sign, like all the signs installed, and I'm picturing like this big thing, and they're like, no, just this little sits in a planter, but it's nice. I'm sure it'll light up.
Might be the test track sign kind of actually. Not bad.
Well, Tron track, yeah, that would make sense.
So this is in Tomorrowland. Cast previews, I believe, are starting or on the verge of starting. AP previews coming up next month, and opens for real, Bust a Moo, April 4.
So are you going to be able to start renting light cycles at Enterprise? Is that what's happening here?
I don't believe that's what's happening here. They're the company that picks you up, so maybe they'll pick you up at a light cycle and let you ride on the back while they.
Yeah, it's not Hertz where they have the electric cars and you can recharge with a thing in your chest like Tom Brady as you get ready to go lose to the Cowboys.
We don't need to talk football. There's no happy memories now because we lost the next game. So if you make it to the Super Bowl, you're allowed to be happy even if you lose. Anything short of that, though, it's sad. Speaking of signs and depression, this is a sign of depression. The Skyliner is closed currently at Walt Disney World and will be unavailable through January 29th. So that's an entire week and a day without a Skyliner, which really is the best attraction at Disney World. If I had booked my trip for this week, I probably would reschedule it because I love me some Skyliner.
Yeah, I was looking back at the article that I wrote from the week that it opened when we stayed at Art of Animation, and I can't imagine staying there and taking like a bus to those parks, to Epcot or DHS. Like, no.
But you walk everywhere anyway. You're one of those.
Yeah, but I don't know. You can't really walk from Art of Animation to the parks. I mean, maybe you can, but I've never done that. I walk between the two parks, but I wouldn't try to walk from that hotel to the parks.
Jeremiah is alerting me to something, so I'm hoping he can give me more info. Jeremiah is typing, so that's exciting. I'm looking forward to this if he is saying what I think he's saying. So that's the Skyliner, not going to be around. More sign. Where is Mac? Didn't we just promote him to president of New Signs?
Well, he's not there yet. I mean, believe it or not, the Imagineers have a little bit more access than he does.
Because all of our stuff, we have another sign story today, and that is over at Epcot.
Yeah, that's from Luke. So yeah, if one of the things that we didn't mention, well, we kind of mentioned when they switched over to the characters, is that there actually is two different sides of the lot. So they are themed. There's Earth lot and Space lot. So the Earth being Hey Hey, Moana, Crush, and Dory, and Space being Wally, Eve, Rocket, and Gamora. And you'll see there it says Earth Tram, which is just a funny phrase. Like, yeah, it's not going to fly. But no trams yet. That's just apparently they will be back eventually, but we don't know when.
It is at least it's promising to me that they put these up. You know, because they've said the trams would be back last year, and they didn't come back. And they might have to have a tram. They've gone all this time without one. They could decide that, yeah, you know, they could install the McCarthy rule and just say let the guests walk. So the fact that they've created signs with trams is very encouraging.
I did think it was funny. You guys said something yesterday about food that made me think of McCarthy too. But I can't remember what it is off the top of my head now.
Yes, poor. I know she watches our show every morning. I'm sorry, Miss McCarthy, that we throw you under the bus, but some gifts just keep on giving. All right, next up today.
Oh, it was Jeremiah was talking about the character, talking about the Incredibles and telling what's his face to lay off the num num cookies. I was like, wow, sounds like the CFO.
That poor thing. All right, we've got some tweets from Disney Parks this morning with some really cool news coming out of Epcot. That is more than a sign. This isn't a tweet, it's a TikTok.
What's up, everyone? My name is Christopher with Walt Disney Imagineering, and we are here at Journey of Water inspired by Moana. So my day-to-day here involves walking all around the project site and keeping track of progress and capturing all of the fun elements and watching them come to life. Journey of Water is an exploration trail that allows you to follow the water cycle while also getting to know water itself and its fun, playful personality. And I really hope our guests walk away with a sense of stewardship towards water and all of our natural resources as well. We can't wait for you all to drop by later this year. What's up, everyone? My name is Christopher.
Getting
He's
you
in the same
excited?
position, waving hi and bye.
Is that getting you excited, Kyle?
Yeah, and they released another video as well.
Yeah, this one's a little
they're
longer.
just really emphasizing the Tafiti today.
This one's a little bit longer.
Tafiti Tuesday.
But I think it's worth playing the whole thing. It is Tafiti Tuesday. You are right. I love that. Yeah, it's quiet Tafiti Tuesday. Let's try again.
Hi, I'm Diana Bivey, Senior Production Designer for Walt Disney Imagineering, and I am thrilled to introduce Tafiti. Tafiti is 16 feet tall and a central icon for us here in Journey of Water, inspired by Moana. So Journey of Water is located in a new neighborhood here in Epcot, World Nature, which is devoted to the beauty and awe of our natural world. This is a self-guided exploration trail that focuses on the life cycle of water, from the sky to earth and back again. Guests will have the opportunity to engage and play in magical water, much like Moana does. Tafiti is a guardian of water, and we hope that inspires our guests as they leave this experience to continue their own personal stewardship towards the conservation of our natural resources. Being a part of the team that helped create Tafiti has been magical. We have been working on her for years. Many WDI artisans worked on figuring out the exact texture, the color that would evoke her presence into a physical form. We also partnered with Walt Disney Animation Studios on her exact pose for Journey of Water. Every day is an exciting day here on the construction site. We have new infrastructure going in to support our systems, new themed elements being built, rockwork carving, and paint beginning to tie it all together. Our team is so excited. Tafiti is finally here. We can't wait to show you more of her and what else is happening here in Journey of Water, inspired by Moana, in late 2023. We'll see you then.
We dubbed in late 2023.
I'm sorry?
That cut or the dub-in of the late 2023. I think this is going to be a really pretty walkthrough. I'm excited for it in that aspect. Like, yeah, I'm not expecting it to be the most amazing attraction of all time, but I think it'll be a cool place to walk through and hang out.
Yeah, and it's kind of a unique icon for the parks. I mean, obviously they have topiaries for every festival, but it's much different looking than the Tree of Life. And so it's nice to see there's something that different. You know what's really going to be cool is when people are like taking their picture in front of her and then she just kind of starts moving around and surprising people. I'm looking forward to that aspect of it if they decide to incorporate that.
They should, just like at the Venetian, they have the guy who looks kind of like that, but it's all like covered in white or gold, and then
and we have Divine here at Disney World. I wonder if they'll like do a Divine like thing in this area. It would seem to fit. Anyway, that is what's coming to Epcot in late 2023, and that'll kind of, you know, with Tron opening in April and this in late 2023, we won't have Tiana's Bayou Adventure until next year. So that's what we have to look forward to right now. And we'll see if they announce anything else to look forward to anytime soon.
Toontown on the other coast.
Yeah, on the other coast. I'm not Florida, but yes, on the other coast. What do we got from Germ here? Do you remember this commercial? I remember that commercial.
Is it a pocket pick?
It's not a pocket pick. Maybe it'll be a pocket pick in March when Toontown actually opens. Speaking of Tron, which we just were, so yesterday we were having this big discussion. I, like the rest of the universe, thinks the Tron globe looks a lot like the Flight of the Navigator ship. I think that's kind of a no-brainer there. But Kyle, in his demented, distorted mind, thinks sushi.
Yeah, I know you kind of dismissed this, and I was like, well, not like a sushi roll, but like nigiri sushi. And I think this is pretty convincing. You could see the thing over there. I think it looks like pieces of sushi.
Okay. Thank you, Kyle, for that contribution. Would that be related to the fact you wrote it in Shanghai?
Well, that would be Japanese. Chinese isn't sushi, so
They don't
no,
do
it would
sushi
not
there
have.
too?
I mean, they might have. I'm sure they serve it, but it's like a Japanese dish that they serve
Okay.
there.
I'm
Just
sorry.
like,
For some reason, I thought it was.
I mean, I could be wrong, but
Asia.
I'm pretty sure, because the reason that sushi is big in Japan is because it's an island, so they have lots of seafood, fresh seafood.
Okay. I stand corrected. By the way, this is from a website. Japan, Roka-Core, A Brief History of Sushi. Whilst Japan is certainly the sushi capital of the world and responsible for introducing the dish to travelers, sushi traces its origins back to a Chinese dish called narazushi.
Okay.
The dish consisted of fermented rice and salted fish. So, thank you.
You're welcome. You're more cultured than I.
I surprise myself sometimes. Let's see. Avatar has reached $2 billion worldwide, is now an Oscar-nominated picture. This albatross on the back of Disney is now the rocket they are riding to the top. And the Fox acquisition, which has been called overpriced, may one day be seen as a bargain when we look back, right, Kyle?
Sure. Nelson Peltz is not happy, I'm sure.
So we have a special guest coming up. If I can get a thumbs up from our special guest, and we will bring her on. We don't have an article for that yet, do we, special guest? So
You can't hear her.
Yeah, but I can read her body language. It's okay, you're married to her.
I think she said no, not yet, because I can hear her.
Yeah, we're working on it. We published something else, but we do have a page with all of the new pins.
We do.
Yeah, we do.
Where is it?
It should be on the homepage, but I will also see if I can find it really quick here.
While Becca does that,
comments.
I will give her a spectacular introduction. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, here she is. You've seen her as Edna Mode, doing all of our fashion critiques, but today she is here to bring us the latest pin releases, the one and only co-host of Barely Necessities and the site manager here at laughingplace.com, omni-media conglomerate, Becca Burbank.
Wow, that is an amazing intro.
I thought I was getting ready to hit some sort of video I didn't know about.
Seriously. I also like media conglomerate. I think that's, we're serious people over here.
We've got, I joke around like that, but, we pay a lot of people around here. We're helping Tony start his life at the age of 37. I feel like we do some important work here.
Yeah, we do.
Right. What do you have to show us today, Becca?
We have a bunch of new pins over on Shop Disney, and a pin board. I started with the pin board. I put that first because that's the first time I've seen something like this in a while on Shop Disney. So this is for like monthly releases. You can do whatever you want with it. So it's kind of fun to see that there. We also have another Disney 100, only one pin style this week, but I think that's cute. I love how classic it is. Did you have a question, Doobie?
I was saying 1 for 100. No, I was saying 1 because we only have 1, but I do have a question.
Sure.
What do you think of 100 Years of Wonder? Does that work for you?
It does, but every time I find myself typing Wonder, O-N-E, like the Wonders from
like
that
the
thing
Oniders?
you do. The Oniders. It looks like the Oniders. So I find myself spelling out one O-N-E, and I'm like, oh my gosh, come on, Rebecca.
I have a question.
Yes.
This is a lapel pin. So do you think that you'll see like Daddy Tomorrow wearing this around the parks and stuff?
Yes. Yes. Daddy Tomorrow and Uncle Bob. Yes.
Ooh. Oh, Daddy. Okay. Like, who the heck are you talking about?
I don't know. They'll probably have something a little bit more official, or not official, but a little more, I don't know. What's the word I'm looking for? Elite. A little more exclusive.
You think so? But then they'll trade it with someone and make their day, giving them the special exclusive pin.
Exactly. There'll be some kid who's like, I really like your pin. And they're like, do you like The Incredibles? And then,
Yeah, and then he'll turn around and you'll find it on eBay a couple hours later.
Along with some Splash Mountain water.
Splash Mountain water.
Ooh,
All right.
yes. Anyway, yeah.
I know Jeremiah's looking forward to this one.
So yesterday they released the Titanic collection on Shop Disney, 25th anniversary of the film. None of the pins were there, but today they are. So we have 3 styles. I like these. I think they're very pretty. I'm not a big Titanic fan by any means, but I do like these. That pin, I think it's gorgeous, but it's like $64. And then this butterfly pin, the moth pin is butterfly is only $17.99. So much more comfortable price range there. But
so you had to wait for these?
Yeah, these weren't here yesterday. They came today.
How long did you have to wait?
84 years. Sorry, right? It's been 84. It's been 84 years.
How long does it seem like?
It seemed like that, yes, for sure.
So, Becca, you said you're not a big fan of Titanic. Do you prefer the love story of Titanic or the disaster of Titanic?
I like happier endings. So I think probably more the love story, because the disaster is so tragic. Like the actual, I don't know.
Do you think Jack could have gotten up on the door?
Oh yes, I hadn't really pondered that, but I know a lot of people have said that it's possible. So yeah, he probably could have.
I thought about you this morning, Becca, because I was watching doing my morning TikTok, put off getting out of bed browsing, and it was a video of someone's first time on Mission Space Orange, and it reminded me that you are the only person in the world who loved Mission Space Orange.
Well, there we go. Did this person on the TikTok, did they enjoy it? Or were they like, never again?
They were terrified.
Oh. I made my mom ride the ride, and the whole time she was talking through the attraction. My head is back. My eyes are open. Tighten. She's like squeezing her abdominal muscle, like the entire ride. My head is back. Like, she didn't close her eyes. Gotta, give her props for that. But
the first time I rode it, I only rode it twice. I gave it a second chance just in case I was wrong about the first time. I was not wrong.
Oh.
The first time I rode it, I screamed as loud as I could, and nothing came out of my mouth, and I knew I was in trouble. This was a bad idea.
When we did it the first time and you did the launch, I was like, this is incredible, because you're pushed into the seat and the visual, I thought it was just the best thing. So,
All in the game, our new master movie contributor who knows what a popcorn movie is, if there was room for him.
Yeah, right. I think there was.
Some mystery pins?
Mystery pins. I really love this concept. They will not make one complete picture, is what Disney says, but a bunch of little montages. And all of those pieces do fit together. We don't know what the two chase variants are, but all of these are mystery pins. So you get, I believe, 2 when you open the box, and you don't know which ones. But I like that a lot. Oh, it is one piece, sorry. And here's another mystery pin set. No chase variants on this one, but some fun there with Peter Pan.
All Peter Pan? Oh yeah, I guess it is.
And I like this circular pin. I like the theme of this series.
Popcorn or churro, Nana or Nana 2?
Probably Nana.
Because Nana 2 was in the movie with the best Disney song of all time, so I thought you might go with Nana 2.
Oh, see, now I haven't. I don't know what song you're referring to.
Nana 2 is in the sequel, Return to Neverland,
yes.
and the song is "I'll Try."
Oh, okay, I will look up. I'll try to look up. I'll try. I think I've seen the movie one time. Not. So.
Yeah, the song is "Do or Do Not."
Winnie the Pooh Day. I didn't know that was the thing, but here we are. Winnie the Pooh Day.
We talked about it the other day. It's A.A. Milne's birthday.
Oh, okay.
Right. Yes.
Very fun.
And
Pinocchio.
That's a fun pin. I don't like that movie, but that's a fun pin.
It is a fun pin.
Wait, you don't like Pinocchio?
Have I not told you about my deep scarring from watching that movie as a kid?
Okay, if you're deeply scarred, that's okay. But just to think it's not a good film, it's not acceptable.
No, my favorite of the classics starts with Cinderella. So that tells you a lot right there. Like,
I'm out. Time to have a discussion with Becca.
Yeah, bye guys. It was so nice chatting with you.
You Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs?
I only seen it once or twice, and I don't love the story. I grew up with Cinderella. Loved Cinderella. Can I say?
Continue.
And then we have some limited release Star Wars pins. I think there's like 8 of these. They're so fun. Yeah, like with the sayings or some meme type elements here. Okay, I don't love Jar Jar
okay.
Binks. Yeah. I saw this and I thought, oh my
That's
gosh,
not Stephanie Tanner.
Exactly. That's where my mind went. I'm like, this is a Full House pin. No.
Oh my! It's a
tragedy.
I thought it said it's a trip.
It works both ways, right? Visiting Galactic Star Cruiser, it's a trip. Visiting Batu, Galaxy's Edge. Let the Wookiee win, and then these. I am not familiar with these characters, so turn in my Star Wars card as well. But
these are freaky looking.
Some fun.
All right.
Yeah.
That's it for this week.
That's it for this week.
Cool. What do we have? Yes.
I want to get Becca's opinion on the Titanic sketchbook set.
I mean, your mind just goes there, right?
What is the Titanic sketchbook set?
Becca.
Oh, okay. We're gonna pass it off to me. It's a sketchbook in this lovely faux leather case, and it comes with 8 pencils so that you can just draw wherever, whenever. It's a really lovely set, but I just thought it's so funny that they would have a sketchbook set when, I mean, I guess it kind of ties in the movie, but being on Shop Disney, which you think very much family, and that scene is not a family scene. It
reminds you that they got away with that in a PG-13 movie.
It's a make a family scene.
That's very, very true. Oh, that's why he didn't get on the door. He did not want the potential responsibility.
That's right. So just a reminder that is Becca's favorite part of the movie, the love story, not the tragedy. She's a fan of the sketching.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's my favorite part in the movie.
So what's coming up on Barely Necessities today at 4 p.m. Pacific time?
Well, I haven't finished my list, but we do have some Disney 100 collections to talk about from Beast Kingdom and from Primark, the clothing store. We also will be discussing, of course, these pins. We'll have hopefully an article up about that. There's a Fantasia collection over at Neff Headwear, so that will be on our list, and some other fun surprises.
And that will be Barely Necessities with this Becca, aka Kyle's wife, and the other Rebecca, aka my wife, and 4 p.m. Pacific time right here on this YouTube channel or Laughing Place TV. Before I let you go, Becca, always a surprise, which I know you love getting surprise questions. So
yeah.
Disney Springs has revealed some Valentine's menus and stuff to look forward to. You can check this out on our website. Obviously, tons of great places to eat at Disney Springs. Since I've got both you and Kyle here, I'll ask you both this question. I'll ask you first, Becca, if you could choose any place at Disney to eat for a romantic meal and know that Kyle will love it, so don't take into consideration his palate, just know that he'll love it. Where would you love to go for a romantic meal at Disney?
Why can I not think of...
Is this Newlywed Game? You need to leave so I can try to guess what you said.
We should do that sometime now.
My 2 favorite dining experiences at Disney are California Grill and Mama Melrose's. So one of those 2, I think for a romantic dinner, I would push for California Grill. But if we were like hanging out in the parks and wanted to end the night well, I would say we go to Mama Melrose's. Kind of lame. But...
So Becca not only loves Mission Space Orange, but Mama Melrose is one of her 2 favorite places to eat at Disney.
Yes, just excellent dining experience there. Family vacation, we needed lunch. My mom was, tired and hungry. We went there. They took care of 7 of us, and it was so perfect. I absolutely love it. And Kyle loves pasta. So yeah, I guess we probably wouldn't do California Grill. We would probably do Mama Melrose.
Well, actually, I knew that was going to be my guess. I forgot about California Grill, but I knew Mama Melrose. But I did wonder about the romantic side of it. But I was going to say Takumi Te.
We have done Takumi Te. That's a good yes. Yes,
Where's
that's
that?
true.
Where's Takumi
That's
Te?
the super fine dining in the
Super
Japan
fine.
Pavilion in Epcot.
Like, yes, the
They actually
$25
switched to,
cocktail.
yeah, it's a prefix menu now, but when we went, you could order whatever you wanted. But yeah, we went there for our anniversary in 2019, I think, right? Before we went to Japan.
Yes, because yes, it was before everything shut down.
My wife
See,
agrees.
I
that
think
Mama
yes. Thank you, Rebecca.
And soon to be divorced Michael Mack thinks Chicken Guy. would be
Chicken
the
Guy.
perfect place
That
for
would
a nice-
well. That would definitely be that. Mac is right. That's the realistic option. We would be there, and Kyle would be like, "Let's go here for Valentine's
Where
Day."
did we go for your birthday when I flew out to see you?
When I paid for dinner?
Yeah,
Was
where
it
did we go?
Captain Cook's?
Yeah, what did we get?
I don't even remember.
We got a kids meal.
Got a kids meal. Yes. Maybe I got pork nachos and you got like a grilled cheese or something.
And then I
mean,
flew
like
home on Valentine's Day. So, we're very romantic.
after I took him to Crossroads so that he could get cheesy gordita crunch and then French fries at McDonald's. So
I wanted to create the ultimate fast food meal, and I did it.
I married him anyway.
So I'm curious my wife's answer to that question, since I know she's out there. I would say, again, noting that it does not matter, I'm assuming she will love it. So I'm choosing my favorite romantic place on the assumption she will love it too, which is not the actual case in here. In this case, would be Remy on one of the Disney cruise ships, just because it is by far the finest dining I've ever done. She would absolutely despise it. No interest. In fact, I didn't go with her. I went with her brother and sister-in-law, but it was fantastic. And I would love to hypnotize her one time so that she somehow loves that sort of experience and go with her.
So is it just too formal to like?
I mean, I don't want to speak for my wife. I've only known her for 27 years, but I think it is both too uppity, because it is most definitely uppity, and the food is just a little too foo-foo. The food is very foo-foo.
Got
Like
the
40
pear and gorgonzola pizza or whatever.
It's like, no, that's Palo. She likes that.
Palo, okay.
Yeah. It's like, 12 courses where each course is like a bite and it's foaming, or they pour like hot lava over it when they present it to your table, or weird stuff like that.
Boardwalk bread. Yes, you should go to boardwalk bread. Oh, we got to eat at Club 33 once. And they brought out the butternut squash soup, and it was just like the vegetable portion in the bowl. And I was like, is this an Emperor's New Clothes type thing where I'm like supposed to pretend the soup is here? But then there was the pitcher with the soup that they poured in, and yeah, I was like, whoa. Let's wait until they've walked away before I say, excuse me, here's my soup.
That's how you know a restaurant is really fine dining when the chef is too busy to finish the meal himself, and it has to be finished at the table by the server. That's when you know. Rebecca thinks,
walking through the forest.
So what we'll do, Rebecca, is we'll go to Remy, but you'll bring Tupperware with the Captain Cook's kid meal, so we can be there together. Maybe they'll have ketchup for you. She'll get that reference. And Mac loves his restaurants to be uppity foo-foo. So if we ever do a LP retreat on a cruise ship, Mac and I are going to Remy.
I'll join you at Remy.
Oh, you like uppity? You like upper crust seafood
I
too?
can do the uppity stuff. I just want the.
I don't think that's the correct term. Can I just go on the record saying I'm not sure that's the right word?
The fine dining experience, I don't mind that every once in a while, especially if there's going to be great libations. That's what I'm all there for. Like I just want that experience.
My one regret is I don't drink. I've never more wanted to drink than to care.
You can.
I'm not gonna. What am I gonna? I don't drink in my life. And now let's start now with the finest wines at Remy. It's gonna taste like garbage to me. You have to work your way up to that. So, but yeah, I wish I was a bit of a wine drinker when I went, so I could have had the pairing I mean, they bring you all the courses and like it's all cool, and then they bring you like the sugar to take back with you, and you get the pat aperitif or whatever. It is just such an experience, and everyone's dressed up. No kids allowed in there. You know, jeans. I mean, you don't have to be like in a suit, but you have to be a little bit dressed up. You know, Edmund would have no problem with that. It would just be fantastic, and I want to go back. But I want to go with Rebecca, and Rebecca doesn't want to go, and that's okay. I don't blame her. I mean, I don't blame her for that. I'm a little bit saddened that I will not get that experience with my wife. But you know, I'm sure there's plenty of things I do that make her sad. Plenty. Right. Anything else you'd like to enlighten us with, Becca, before we say goodbye to you? It's always such a pleasure to have a fashionista on our show.
Oh, well, thank you so much. I think today is Kyle's birthday, so happy birthday, Kyle.
Seriously?
Yes.
How do I not know this? Do you not have this on your Facebook, Kyle?
I don't have it on my Facebook.
How is anyone supposed to know your birthday if you don't have it on your Facebook?
That's why it's not on my Facebook.
So it's okay. So thank
you
for having me on.
Tony, today's Kyle's birthday.
Happy birthday, Kyle.
Thank you.
I know.
See, I feel like that's not enough. That's such a rote thing. It's your birthday. Oh, happy birthday. No, I feel like I need to do more, and I needed more time.
No. This is how Kyle and I like to celebrate. This is
how old are you, Kyle? Have you reached 30? I'm sorry?
37.
37. Okay. Any special plans today?
Getting a foot of snow. It's very special.
Oh, Rebecca's joining us.
Happy birthday, Kyle.
Thank you.
Not enough. Say something more. I can't even say it. I need to say more.
He's gonna get pot stickers for dinner tonight, so he's happy about that. We've already discussed the dinner.
Happy birthday, Kyle. Enjoy the pot stickers.
Rigby's over here just
Oh, that's adorable.
My spot. Just took over my side of the bed.
Rigby doesn't care at all that it's your birthday. This is your first birthday with Rigby, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Aw. Yeah, there we go.
Are you getting a cake or a ham or something?
No.
We have some lava cakes we're gonna make.
Yeah, we'll do lava cakes, and we have some Turkey Hill ice cream. So
nice
we
to
thought
see
about
you here,
going out, but that was before the snow is supposed to start in the afternoon. So it'll probably be treacherous. So we'll just skip that.
So while we have Rebecca here, I'm gonna think of something appropriate to do for Kyle's birthday because I'm feeling very inadequate right now. But Rebecca, I chose Remy.
No, you don't have to feel inadequate because I'm his wife, and all I'm doing is making pot stickers. So you know.
Rebecca, what would be your choice for a wonderful romantic Disney meal? Your perfect romantic Disney meal location, knowing I will love it too, so you don't have to worry. Take me into consideration at all.
I think it's called Resort One. It's that boat that you could rent to dine on the 7th.
Okay, that is a good one. That might even be better than Remy. So
better than dining on the symbol one.
The hard part for me is that so many of these locations I love as far as like a romantic setting, but it would have to be like with like not full occupancy.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like people?
I like not a lot of crowd noise with my dining, which is why California Grill is not one that ever works for me because of the open kitchen. There's just a natural cacophony with it that, like, for me, I don't understand how that's fine dining, but it's the trend, just not mine. So
our go-to place when we lived in Florida was always Jico for all of our special romantic meals. We both loved it. Easy to get into.
Nice and quiet because it's not a very large venue and it's broken out into sections. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's on the other side of the resort. Mm-hmm. You have to like venture over.
Yeah.
Oh, so Mike Mack has joined us out of nowhere.
Happy birthday, Kyle.
Thank you.
Don't leave, Mac. Where are you at today? It looks like you're at studios, outside studios.
The backside of Tower.
That's cool.
That's
we
more
had a bunch
exciting than the backside of water.
Well, it's backside of tower and water, so it's even better.
True.
I have never seen Mac look so cool. You were like #1 in the LP calendar before, but this is like a whole other level. Mac, I know you have a lovely wife that you care much about, but if you didn't have to take her into consideration and you got to choose any place in Disney to have a nice romantic meal, where would you choose?
That's
the
a
chicken
good-
guy.
I'm still trying to come up with my favorite popcorn movie, so I'm not sure. No, we've wanted to do Wine Bar George, but we haven't actually gotten to try it yet.
Okay, that's a good one. Do you have anything to say to us other than happy birthday, Kyle?
Happy birthday, Kyle, twice. So double as many as everyone else. So there you go.
Yeah. Do you have any new signs to show us today?
No, I don't think so.
Are those Bengal sunglasses?
Yeah, they are.
You do like a good birthday ham, correct?
So I just walked back from Boardwalk over to here, and I'm out of breath right now, by the way. But yeah, I'm just walking with my headphones in, cracking up at you saying, "Did you get a nice ham for your birthday?"
As a vegetarian, that's what Doobie thinks that meat eaters do.
But that's not completely out of the realm of possibility for Kyle.
I mean, I probably will have a ham sandwich for lunch.
Yes, exactly.
Mac, I'm very sorry you're walking because the Skyliner's not running these days. So.
I didn't realize that until I got here too. That was part of my plan. So
pay attention to laughing plays. You know these things.
I got too many other things to do.
Dang. Talk about uppity foo-foo.
He's so uppity foo-foo. Can we make hashtag uppity foo-foo a thing?
No.
Oh.
We can't.
We're going to get it trending.
No.
Influencer's going to post about it right after this.
No.
I just want to point out I told Kyle happy birthday twice and to enjoy the pot stickers.
True. That's true. Tony's got me there.
Rebecca and I are still working on our birthday surprise because I refuse to be. I never type happy birthday on someone's Facebook page. It's either go all out or just ignore it. But I hate
honestly, that's why it's not on my Facebook. I got so tired of people that I never talk to and probably don't even like that much just commenting on my wall all day and then feeling the need that I need to respond. So I just took it off of there. And as a rule, I also don't. If I don't have your phone number, then I'm not gonna put happy birthday on your wall.
And with all due respect, anyone who, when the Facebook birthday pops up notification, just types in HBD. I mean, that's worse than ignoring you. That's saying, I know it's your birthday and I care so little about you.
Or you just do the thumbs up emoji or something.
Or you like somebody else's happy birthday greeting.
So everyone go to Kyle's Facebook and say HBD.
HBD.
And call it a day.
And give him a gif of a ham, and then all is good.
I like Tony to do that, then the rest of us can just like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So if you want to destroy laughing plays, just drop a bomb on this stream right now, and there's nothing left. All right, I'm going to say goodbye to Matt because I know he has better things to do. I'm going to say goodbye to Tony because he's being paid right now. I'm going to say goodbye to Becca because I know she has better things to do. And Rebecca, feel free to stick around. I'd love to have you here.
I got to run, but I had to pop in and say happy birthday to Kyle.
Okay, well, thank you for doing that. And it's back to just the two of us. That was fun, though.
So who's the designated survivor then of LP?
I guess
Benji, because he's never near the rest of us for most of the time.
I think Marshall should be our designated survivor.
There you go. It's a good idea.
All right. All right.
LP is going to get way more excited when Marshall takes over.
Anne Hathaway. I should have kept Beck on for this. That's okay. Anne Hathaway says it's thrilling to see the level of excitement for a third Princess Diaries film. Princess Diaries fan, Kyle?
Never seen it. Beck and I were just talking about this yesterday. It's one of the movies that, so as a kid, her parents were really strict about what they could watch, and so they'd go and see the guide. And her mom beforehand was like on the fence about seeing it after what she read, and then just like loved it and did nothing but talk about it. And it was like the girl's day out to go see this movie, so it holds a special place in her heart. But
that is really sweet. That's really sweet. I am a parent, and I also am one of those who were kind of strict about what is okay for my kid to see, especially when he was even younger. But Princess Diaries was never on my fence list. But I fully respect parents, and no one knows your kid better than you. So I appreciate parents who put that kind of effort in. And I don't know how our show took this turn. So let's get back to Magic Kingdom, where some changes are afoot on the heels of the final day of Splash Mountain, which we covered extensively yesterday. Splash Mountain has walls up around it. Obviously, it's no longer open. Jeremiah got all this yesterday. Favorite part of the walls is they say Southern Dome Salt Company on it, which is really cool.
Because it's a salt dome.
It's a salt dome, which we just found out, last month, I think, December, when I went out there and they talked about how they're going to theme Splash Mountain to be a mountain in a place that has no mountains, and it's going to be a salt dome.
Yeah, I don't remember if that's where they announced it or if they announced it at D23. All these like little details, sometimes you forget that we know them.
Well, when they told it to us, they told it as if it was a new announcement.
Okay, cool.
Which doesn't mean anything, but that's how they told it.
Well, Bob Iger also said that they're changing the names.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what's going on at Splash Mountain these days. Walls galore. It's gone. If you ride the train, obviously the tarp is up, and they talk about what's coming. Something is under construction. Something new is coming. We have a video.
Yeah, I think it's like some new critters are moving in, and it's almost there. Something like that. Something fun.
And then apparently the riverboat now, they just silence it. They haven't replaced audio yet, but it's just silent where they use.
Doesn't play taps or anything.
And then the guide maps, of course, they've been updated.
Yeah, just has the logo of the thing, which makes sense. You want to, if a big e-ticket is down, you want to let people know about the new e-ticket that is coming to replace it. So not a surprise. They must have had these printed for a while.
And that's something I was wondering about. Like, Disneyland has not announced its closure date for Splash Mountain yet, but obviously they have to have guide maps printed and such. Is that just something where they just have them printed and just wait to put them out so that we still don't know? That doesn't help us at all know when exactly it's going to close, or how many people in the company, for one logistical reason or another, know the actual closure date? Does scheduling know? So that's something I'm curious about.
That is a good question.
Yeah, logistics are a thing. All right. So I think, unless you have something else, birthday boy, it is time for
Pocket Picks.
Doobie scours the internet every morning while laying in bed, every night while laying in bed for the latest TikToks. Puts his favorite in the Pocket app and brings them out for this show. Pocket Pick number 1. The audio on this one is just a song, so I'm not going to give you audio. But it is cast members taking their last trip on Splash Mountain. POV, you're on the closing team of Splash Mountain. We showed this Arts Talk Live yesterday. So.
I was going to say, I've seen this, but other show.
Other show, that's right.
That's what I get for watching you.
No, that's good. That's good. It's okay to see it twice. So pretty cool experience for these people to get to, especially for such a big attraction. I feel like final day of certain attractions don't get quite this much fanfare. No one cares quite as much, but final day of Splash, this was a big deal. And very happy for these cast members. Pocket Pick number 2, in keeping in Splash. This one cracked me up this morning. If you can read that, it says, "Me on January 22nd, 2023. This is by the Cloudy Kate.
Oh my God, he's dead! No! Oh my God!
That is the epitome of a Disney fan. So,
some really good lip thinking on that one. It could just be the connection. It could just be the way we play it back.
No,
that is funny though.
Lip syncing quality is not a thing on TikTok.
Okay.
And then this was hilarious. I have never seen this show in person. This is by Sometimes Castles, and it says, "When Genie Plus is sold out for the day at Disneyland." And this is the. Do you know the name of this show at DCA?
No, the Doctor Strange show.
Yeah, it's the Doctor Strange show, and this is Thor.
Wow, a portal that can instantly transport the God of Thunder. There should be a catchy name for that. Lightning Lane? Is that anything? Is anybody using that?
Were you able to catch that?
I got that. That was good.
That was great. So
Did you watch the Daft Punk TikTok I sent you today?
No. How did I miss that?
Jason, I think maybe we should watch that together right now. I think that could be fun. I know. As we were talking a little bit about football earlier, so I'm pretty sure you'll recognize the song that Dave sent.
Where did you send it? I'm sorry.
I sent it to your DM Slack.
Today?
Today. I'll send it to you again on here.
Please do. Oh, there it is. Sorry. I'm sorry. I
You're
just overlooked it.
It wasn't necessarily for the show, but I kind of want to watch you watch it. So.
Okay.
Like I said, Disney adjacent. Totally counts.
Does it have audio?
It does have audio, yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Number 15, Whopper, Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect toppers. I rule this day. Lettuce, mayo, pickle, ketchup, it's okay. If I don't want that, it also full of bacon. Whopper, any Whopper, my way. Whopper, Junior, Double, Triple, Whopper, Flame Grill taste with perfect.
So yeah, that's I'm sure you probably heard the Daft Punk song, and I know you've heard the Whopper. So it plays a lot during the NFL. Is that what I'm to understand?
Yes. Oh, you cannot get Whopper out of your head.
I do like the one where it's like, just confirm that that's the real price.
That is TikTok at Diamond Bricks. That's pretty funny.
Whopper, the Burger King TikTok account did reply to him and give him a crown. So that's nice.
That's when you rule with the crown. That's when you know you've made it, when the official account replies to you. That's really cool. And that commercial, at least for football fans, it's definitely gotten into their zeitgeist. All right. That's all my pocket picks for today. Short day, but we're not quite done with the show because let's get some educating done. This day in Disney history, way back in 1996. Let's see, I need to make sure this over here. Oh, I remember the year once I switched to the video. Way back in 1996. Kyle, were you a fan of, close your eyes, I want you to just listen.
Okay.
Were you a fan of this show?
Meet a boy named Phil and his family on vacation from the 22nd century. Got a rented time machine and they're on their way.
96?
Way back in the day. So now he's
No, sorry.
2006? Bill of the Future? I've never watched it.
No, I gave the longest in Disney history. Sorry about that.
Okay.
I've never seen the show either.
No, this is like slightly after my time. Like I did watch Even Stevens and Lizzie McGuire. I know this isn't too far removed from that, but this and like That's So Raven, I was never into.
So what happened on this day in 1986 is...
In 1986?
Wait for it. 1986 is the year.
Okay. On this day. Okay.
Ricky Ullman was born.
Oh, so we share an exact birthday.
Kyle Burke. See, I would have had this ready for this day in history if I had known. This is terrible.
Because I was also born in 1986. So
cool. This is like your soul brother. Are we sure you're not twins?
I'm pretty sure. Was he born in New Jersey? Was he born in Clifton, New Jersey?
And you're both actors too. So let's see where he was born.
That's true. I mean, actually, that does look like an outfit I would wear on Glee.
Is he related to Tracy? No, Tracy Ullman has one L, I believe.
And she's British.
He could be British. He's actually Israeli.
Oh.
An Israeli American actor born in Israel. How about that? So you're probably not.
It's Israeli.
An Israeli and born in
America.
I know. Goodness. This is why I don't celebrate your birthday. All right. Ricky Ullman. And on this day in... Oh, crud. Hit the wrong button.
Don't you hate that?
I do. You never want to stop sharing because then you have to start all over again. So, on this day in 1993, you'll never guess what opened at Disneyland. Thank you, Betamax, for this video. Sorry, folks. I'm still getting used to my programming.
Did I make you a video for that? I meant to do that.
Share screen. Chrome tab. Share. Pop up over there. Share this tab instead. Full screen. Add to stream. Click play.
You've seen Fantasyland, Frontierland, and Tomorrowland. Now here's a whole new land you've never seen.
Did Jeremiah really ask you if you remembered this? I'm pretty sure this is like on our Facebook and it's been used.
Oh no, he sent me the link from our Facebook.
Oh.
Mickey's Toontown, new at Disneyland. Mickey's Toontown. It's a brand new land at Disneyland.
30 years ago today, right? 30 years ago today, Mickey's Toontown opened at Disneyland.
I was 7.
What?
Quick math.
On this day in 2000, big doings were happening as Robert A. Iger, for the first time, was named president and CEO of the Walt Disney Company 23 years ago today. Great tenure as president and CEO, wonderful retirement, went out on top, and he's back.
Like Seinfeld.
And he's back. So happy anniversary, Bob. So is that still considered his CEO anniversary, or does only the current one count now?
Well, he was gone for less than a year, so I think if it was going by my old company, you retain all your hours and your anniversary and your seniority date. So
that's a good idea. So you think he still has the seniority? He still like has a silver pass, and
yeah, he gets he's first pick for days off for sure.
And the 35% discount.
100%.
On this day in 2006, so he was named CEO in 2000. Exactly 6 years later, he announced a $7.4 billion acquisition of Pixar. His first major acquisition. He went on to do 2 other huge acquisitions, Marvel and Fox. In 50 years, Kyle, which one of those
Just
3?
2 more?
What else?
Star Wars?
2.
Lucas?
How could I forget Lucas? That makes sense.
Marvel. Like a big one.
Marvel
it wasn't
Lucas,
quite the Pixar deal.
Marvel, Lucas, and Fox. Lucas is the one I'm like, why did they spend so much money for that? They spent like the same thing they spent for Marvel. Lucas has like 1 film. What's the big deal? As usual, I'm wrong. So 4 huge acquisitions.
They got strange magic.
So far. In 50 years, looking back on the Walt Disney Company, which one of those 4 do you think will be deemed the biggest success?
That's interesting. I guess I think Marvel, that's probably just my bias, but I think Marvel's success, even if it doesn't last for 50 years, I think will be seen as I think it's something that will be eventually replicated properly. We've seen people try, we've seen them fail. But I think someone will hit on that formula and do it even deeper with the new technologies that come out there. And I think we'll look back at Marvel as kind of being the linchpin.
So not only a success for the money it made, but a success for creating a whole different type of theatrical experience, the universe.
Yeah.
Very cool. I love that. That is well thought out, and that is the kind of insight I expect from the birthday boy. On this day in 2007 was Nemo Day at Walt Disney World, with the opening of Finding Nemo, the musical, at Disney's Animal Kingdom.
How did I know you would come with that?
What?
No, never mind. I thought you were playing the other song that you like.
Oh, which one?
That's my dad.
No, I would cry. I can't cry here on the air. This is this song. I've loved this musical from the first time I saw it, but when I saw it after I was a parent, it's special.
It hit different.
No, I'm not going to say that, actually. You know why. But, yeah. Also, on this day in 2007, as I said, it was Nemo Day at Walt Disney World. This time at Epcot, we had the official opening of The Seas with Nemo and Friends.
The better version of the subs.
Yes. Pick such a dark section.
Yeah.
Okay. So not only the ride, but the whole land pavilion. So So if you were thinking about having fish for lunch or dinner today, you might want to put it off because today is Nemo Day. Let's remember, fish are friends, not food. And on this day in 2022,
so long ago.
Let's try this again. And on this day last year, Dave Smith posthumously received a window on Main Street at Disneyland. Congratulations,
as
Dave.
suggested at a shareholder meeting.
Is that really the genesis of that?
I mean, who knows if it was in the works beforehand, but a person at a shareholder meeting said, "Hey, are we going to give Dave Smith a window on Main Street?" I said, Bob said, "Oh, that's a great idea. We should look into that." And then I think they announced they were going to do that at the following shareholder meeting.
That is interesting because Dave Smith certainly is worthy of a Disney Legend Award, but giving him a window on Main Street is not necessarily the first thing to come to mind because that's specifically for park contributions. So I do wonder if that played a part in it because I'm not sure that he would have received that honor. It's not typical.
When you archive a lot of park stuff, it kind of makes sense.
Right. I mean, it's not
it's
not totally out of the blue, but it's not typical. I mean, the Disney Legend Award is even more prestigious. So if he's got that anyway. But I'm glad he did.
Really? You think that Disney Legend is more prestigious than a window on Main Street?
Are you doubting me?
I'm not doubting you. I'm just asking you. To me, I think because there are fewer windows on Main Street, like if I was going to get one, I would want that over the Disney Legend. I think they go hand in hand. Like I don't think you're going to end up have a window on Main Street without being a Disney Legend, but that also kind of proves my point.
No, because there's fewer because it's a different, Disney Legend covers the entire company, whereas Window on Main Street is specifically Disneyland. So definitionally there's fewer. But I don't think anyone with Disneyland contributions that is a Disney Legend will not also have a window on Main Street. While there are plenty of people with windows on Main Street who will never be a Disney Legend. So I do think it is an even more prestigious honor, albeit it may be in a completely different sector. But if you grew up doing Disneyland work, if your career was in the realm of Disneyland, I think reaching Disney Legend is even a higher honor than just getting a window on Main Street. And I don't think if you got Disney Legend, I think you would also have gotten the window on Main Street. But LP Rebecca agrees with you. The only thing that makes me agree with you a little bit is the Legend Award has become, I won't say diminished, but I'm going to say diminished because it's become such a
more marketable.
Yeah, a celebrity award. But put that aside, when they do give it within the realm of parks, it's not a celebrity reward. It is a body of work reward. And they've kept to that. And that's why at least in the realm of parks, I do put it as a little bit more prestigious. Is Walt Disney a legend? Walt Disney is not a Disney legend, nor does he have a window on Main Street.
Nor he was the CEO.
But Elias Disney has a window on Main Street, his father, and he's not a Disney legend.
What did he do? He didn't do anything for Disneyland.
So, and a lot of those early windows on Main Street before there even was a Disney Legend Award, I mean, that's like a separate thing. But I'm trying to think, I fully expected Rod Miller, the piano player, to get a window on Main Street. I think he fully deserved that for his decades of work, and he was such an icon. And obviously, it was a natural place to put it right over where he played the piano at Coe Corner. But I would never have expected him to become a Disney legend. And I stand by what I said, but I can appreciate the dissent in the room. And just let's listen to Dave Smith in case people have never actually seen him or heard him, just a little bit.
Must be really cool for you to get out and meet this many fans with this much passion about the company.
Yes. I don't really see that as much when I was working at the studio, but to get into an area like this where you do have people that are passionate. I had one young lady here that came up for a signature and she practically fainted in front of me just because there's somebody she'd heard of all these years and never had a chance to meet. So I think it's a wonderful thing for the fans that the Disney Company has started D23 and is able to provide this 3-day show for them.
So here's Dave Smith, the late Dave Smith, who started the Disney Archives. Extremely nice guy if you ever saw him at an event. Very approachable, very cool. Helpful to Laughing Place in our early years and wrote some wonderful trivia books and Disney A to Z. And a year ago, got the second most prestigious thing a Disney person could get, a window. But he's also a Disney legend. To verify he's a Disney legend. If he's not, yes, he is a Disney legend.
What year?
2007. 2007.
Before pre-Expo is the.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to do
really change.
PE and well, I guess the other one is also PE. AE.
Pre-Expo and post-Expo.
Yeah.
PE. That hit hard. All right. Anything else you got, Kyle? I'm going to do a recap, but I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. I guess I should check.
I haven't seen anything else. Our official feed's been a little bit inundated with just congratulations to this property on this Oscar and this property on this Oscar. So a little hard to find actual news in there.
Tomorrow, things really kick off around here tomorrow as media events start for Disney 100 and Runaway Railway opening. So you will want to like, subscribe, ring the bell, and stay tuned to Laughing Place TV. We're guaranteed to have more than one live broadcast today. I promise you. Lots going on. Oh, let's see what Kyle has sent me.
Just the latest from Trian Capital, Restoring the Magic. Something that we pointed out previously, but they've caught on to the fact that Jeff Morrill, who, as we said, lasted a couple of Scaramucci's, made apparently more than $100,000 a day during his short tenure because he made off, no pun intended, with $8.3 million. So
yeah.
It has nothing to do with Nelson Peltz's plan for the company, except that I guess the runaway compensation. He probably thinks Bob Iger is overpaid.
That would, for him to come up and say someone's overpaid would be something. And I mean, obviously, it's haha. He worked 70 days and he made $8 million. But when you make a mistake, with a hire, what are you supposed to do? Keep him anyway? They hired someone they wish they hadn't hired. He had a contract. You got to pay him. That's the way it works. The money is now
Michael Eisner how that works if you try not to.
Yeah, the money is now a sunk cost. Do you keep the guy you don't want, or do you let him go? So, but this Nelson Peltz thing is not have the momentum it once did. I'm curious to see.
I mean, he does. If you follow that account, they are sharing some takes from various journalists. They're not doing a very good job at linking to the actual article. They're linking to their site instead. This one looks like there is an article attached to it, but
yeah, this is going to Wall Street Journal.
Yeah. So yeah, there are some people that are still on his side, although you do wonder. I haven't checked the dates on those publications. They might have happened before Disney's rebuttal. Not that necessarily changed minds, but yeah, it'll be interesting. But yeah, you're right. It's definitely cooled since that fiery week.
Most definitely. But I have a feeling it may heat up. A lot is going to come down to February 8th when Disney announces earnings. A lot. If those earnings are boffo, then the wind could be totally out of these sales. But if they miss, Nelson's going to get a big jolt, and that's going to give a fun 5 or 6 weeks to the finish line of the shareholder meeting. So for the sake of Disney,
they haven't announced a date for it yet. So that's probably...
All right. So, for the sake of Disney, obviously I want them always to do well, but for the sake of entertaining financial news watching, if they miss, it's going to be fun. All right, let's just do a quick recap of what we've been talking about today. Of course, go Kyle, you do more talking. Recap for us.
Well, we started off, got Disney we got Oscar nominations this morning. Disney is nominated in several categories, including a couple of Best Picture nominations, Avatar: The Way of Water being one of them. The other one is The Banshees of Inisherin. They also got some other notable ones, Best Actress, Angela Bassett for Black Panther, Colin Farrell, Brendan Gleeson all got nominations. Of course, lots of technical things, including the Batman, which ILM did the effects for. So that counts as a Disney nomination. So you can check that full list, including the ones that we highlighted, which ones are Disney, but you will have the complete list of other ones in case you're curious. That's on Laughing Place. We also, the sign for Tron has been installed at the entrance, so you can check out photos of that from Walt Disney Imagineering on our site. There's also new videos featuring Tafiti from what will be the Journey of Water featuring Moana or inspired by Moana, whatever Moana. There's a TikTok that they released as well as another video. So lots of coverage of that and that structure and a little bit of sneak peek at the rest of the walkthrough attraction there. Those are the main ones that come to mind. What else do we talk about, dude?
Of course, the Skyliner's down for maintenance. I think that's really the biggest news of all.
That's
right
true.
Now.
That is breaking news.
Yeah, the fact that for 8 days, last Sunday to next Sunday, that Walt Disney World guests can't experience the premier attraction of Walt Disney World. We talked a lot about
That's
Valentine's
2 e-tickets closed in 1 week, Doobie. I can't believe it. Who's managing these parks?
We talked a lot about Valentine's Day. That was a big deal. Avatar reaching $2 billion. The trams at Epcot. Looked at the Magic Kingdom and the changes since Splash Mountain closed.
To be clear, the trams aren't back, but they have a sign that says that there are trams.
And then, of course,
we'll be back.
We did our pocket picks and our This Day in Disney History.
So yes, if you missed anything, this replays on Laughing Place TV. Is that correct?
Yeah, we'll replay this on Laughing Place TV.
LaughingPlace.com/TV.
It is, and of course, it's on YouTube as a standalone video. And
yeah, be sure to check that out.
Trying to do one more thing.
Necessities this afternoon at 4 Pacific and 7 Eastern.
Yeah, and of course, like I said, stay tuned tomorrow because tomorrow's a big day. But before we go, it is Kyle's birthday. I finally found something I can do besides just HBD.
Oh, thank you. Is this? Oh, it's this one.
Happy birthday to you.
I am always a big fan of the happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday to you. It's incredible animation. Thank you, Doobie.
Don't diminish it. Happy birthday.
I'm not diminishing it. I'm just commenting.
We'll see y'all when we see you.